Today we are at UC Santa Cruz's Coastal Science campus talking with some of the team members leading a project that seeks to quantify the social and economic benefits of nature-based adaptation as a way to prepare and protect our coastal cities from sea level rise. Let's dive right in.
Hi, I'm Mike Beck. I'm the AXA Chair in Coastal Resilience at the University of California, Santa Cruz.
My name is Ray Taylor Burns. I'm a fourth year PhD student at UC Santa Cruz in the Ocean Science Department. And I'm in a cooperative agreement with the U.S. Geological Survey.
The primary goal of this project is to be able to assess flood risk in San Francisco Bay and to identify the role of nature-based solutions in reducing those risks. The primary means by which we accomplish this goal is through a series of connected hydrodynamic and economic models. So we assess current and future flood risk, and then we identify what are the consequences of that flooding, the social and economic consequences, and then we examine the solutions and identify how much they might reduce that risk. What we expect to find is that, not surprisingly, flood risk will be growing, but we can quantify that, again, socially and economically, and we expect to find that nature-based solutions can contribute significantly to reducing those risks. It's of course important to know that nature-based solutions are going to be just one part of the range of solutions for reducing those risks, but we can quantify just how important they'll be. This project is a priority for a variety of reasons. Our team has been working on nature-based solutions nationally and globally, and we wanted to really be able to dig deep into an area where we could get some of the very best data for understanding risks and solutions.
San Mateo County is a good place to look at it because of all the counties in California. It has one of the highest flood risks. In a lot of the Bay Area, development has kind of encroached out onto historical marsh habitat, and so there's a lot of buildings, homes, neighborhoods, as well as like tech companies like Facebook that are like really low elevation, pretty exposed.
What I'm really excited about is the area that we're talking about has both very high economic value, and of course that means lots of economic value at high risk, but it's also an area that is particularly socially vulnerable in California, and we're really trying to understand just how important those risks are in those communities, and even more importantly, what we can do to help reduce them. Our team works on this at the level of policies, where we can identify appropriate incentives in both federal policy, state policy, as well as with businesses like the insurance industry. So we work very closely with them on identifying new financial tools for both insuring nature and incentivizing its restoration. The most important thing for Californians to understand is that our coastal risks are growing rapidly, and that's a combination of climate change, increases in sea levels, as well as storminess, but also our local development choices. We are putting a lot of people and property at risk. We've got to do that more cautiously, and we're going to need to be able to rely on some of our nature-based solutions to help in reducing those risks. And those nature-based solutions include, importantly, wetland restoration. Our project assesses the role of wetlands in reducing flood risk. The most obvious place that this is important for inland California is along some of our streams and in the upper deltas like those around Sacramento, where importantly wetlands can play a role in helping to store floodwaters and reducing the risks to those communities along those streams and deltas.
One thing that has been really cool about working on this project is we're getting input from flood managers and stakeholders in the region, and so we've got to have a bunch of meetings to kind of get a sense of what in particular they want to know from this type of analysis. So that's exciting because it makes me feel that people actually might make decisions based off of what we're finding from this. So
I'd like to thank the project team, mainly Mike, Borja, and Ray, for their time and for their efforts on this project. The outcomes of this work extend far beyond San Mateo County to all coastal and deltaic systems in the state. We look forward to tracking the progress of this study. With that, I'm Kat Beheshti, California Sea Grant State Fellow with the Ocean Protection Council, signing off until next time. Thank you all for watching.